Hello everybody, This Gaming here with another gameplay video. This would be my first commentary with respect to this would be my very first commentary with respect to what's the word I'm looking for? Wargame Red Dragon. Yes, I couldn't even think of the name of the game. So first commentary to Wargame Red Dragon today. It's me and one ally who is an artificial intelligence. He is going to be on very hard difficulty, and we're going against two AIs on hard difficulty. Now, of course, what's going to happen is uncertain, but what I can predict so far is I'm going to push all the way to Bravo. I'm going to secure this sector. That is going to be a point of interest. Right here is going to be the point of interest where the flare is at. This little town is going to be very point of interest because their army is going to come through here and it's going to divert to the left through all these crossroads. So now while they're coming, I do have Vulcans, which is of course that anti-air. Of course, it perhaps was not the best, but of course it did its job, what needed to be done. Alright, and I just lost my mortar. So, looks like these little birds can lend me a hand. And we're just gonna have them just shoot over here. Even though we can't see them, I know for certain that, yep, knew it, my enemies are there. So, because they do have anti-air capability, I'm just simply gonna push these little birds back before they get, shot down. Alright, of course, as I knew, shoot, these Bradleys are getting the worst I'm looking for, right? So let's go ahead and rectify that situation. Alright, go ahead and unload there. And to Bradley, we just move them over here. Load these units here. Alright, looks like they are pushing up very hard. I am pushing up these M1s over here to counteract these BMP2s that are coming up. Let's see. Alright, looks like life is going to be good for us. We are holding these positions. So that is very, very good for us. Now, unfortunately, these riflemen are out in the open. We're simply going to move them to this position over here. Now, whether they'll live that long is quite doubtful. Yes. Should be able to assault. Okay, wow. These M2 Bradleys should be able to attack these T-80s because they should have tow missiles, and they're gone. Alright, so let's push these M1A1s. They're coming under serious fire. Dear God, Jesus Christ, please save my men. Wow, oh wow, this is worse than getting yelled at by a liberal. Holy crap. Well, actually, if you think about it, they're communists, so they are liberals, and I would be a capitalist if we're doing classical communist containment theory. Then looks like I am a conservative getting my ass whooped by liberals. So if you're a liberal and you don't like conservatives, then congratulations, you're watching a video where I am actually trying to. Wow, there goes my entire. Okay, there goes my entire unit. All of my men are dead. This is not a good day. But what I did before, what I can do is I can secure this little house, these little sets of houses over here. I can put these over here. Yep, onto that. There we go. Wow, this is a large tank charge. I am unsure if I am going to... Holy crap. Well, at least my ally is making a move, so that's good. We'll go ahead and keep seeing. See what he does. Looks like... What is my ally doing? Oh, his M2 Bradleys in order to be able to be, and he wants them to be in a good place. Now, with respect to my units, I am going to have to, first off, I'm going to have to stop these hogs from moving, because they are actually went way too close. They actually need to come back. They may be strong, they may have frag rounds, but, yep, they're just getting way too eviscerated. These M1 Abrams, not bad, and see, that's it. So, this is a good perspective of what not to do, because these T-80s have 125 millimeter cannons, they have anti-tank guided missiles, and they shot my M1 Abrams right in the back where it's weak. That's why there's reactive armor there now in the later models. And looks like my ally is not having it, and he's pushing up M1 Abrams. And if there's anything I really can do, it's probably just push up with air, since that's all I really can do for now. Looks like my ally is using motor support, and is throwing down hell on the T-80s. T-80s were actually, if you guys didn't know, were designed to help combat the M1. Actually, I think I'm wrong, because I don't know, I just guessed. I'm gonna be entirely honest. I'm kind of freaking out right now because I am losing this skirmish, and it is not good. I was pushed all the way to their base. The lines were here, and then they pushed me here. Then, now we're here, right here. This is it. Charlie and Foxtrot are the points of contention, and they are actually pushing up against our base, which is the most intriguing. Oh look, they even have this is a T-64 DF. I see these little things. That's reactive armor. So this armor is incredibly thick. Let's see. 17 inches of armor. I doubt that. I'm pretty sure. Well, it could be. I don't know the very specifics. The game, of course, goes by point, and we'll just assume 1 point is 1 inch. So this has quote-unquote 17 inches of armor, and it's racking up my Bradleys. This Bradley is, looks like it got stuck. This infantryman, unfortunately, United States infantrymen will not live to see the next day. I don't have enough. Wow, I do not have enough money to get units. However, my ally looks like he's pushing extremely hard. My ally is now panicking, or at least with respect to the AI. So the AI, of course, doesn't panic, but what it does do is it enacts emergency protocols, since, of course, it is an AI, and emergency protocols is just really fancy for panicking. It's panic. So these M2 Bradleys got out, only 3 survivors. They're currently in prone position. 9 was charging. Don't think they're gonna make it past today. Now, the enemy is incredibly smart. They're holding this position. They're using this town as cover, so our can't get in there. However, the Pittsburgh ally is pushing the Bradleys to get some units out. Yep, looks like he's trying to secure this one. So he did get this one secured. Oh, and the units all died. Okay. So looks like they are holding this position over here. However, I do think that it is not going to be quite successful. Now what I can do, however, is deploy a command unit that is a M60A1. So that's a very famous it's a very famous type of what's what I'm looking for, main battle tank. It's also known as the Patton, named after General Patton after the Second World War. Looks like this Cobra is doing its best to help push off the enemy. Fortunately, it is keeping its distance. Also, if you don't know why the missiles are retarded, it's not retarded, it's going to a very specific place. It is an anti-tank guided missile. And looks like something did go close enough where it's using its hydro rockets. Motor, they're using quite extensively. Now I am pushing this M60 up because it is a command vehicle, and as you know, only command vehicles can control, what's what I'm looking for? Only command vehicles can control units of space. Yes, Foxtrot. So they can only do that. Now, looks like my ally had the brilliant idea. Looks to be doing the very same thing. Now, yes, now, oh, this is a good example of reactive armor. See this T-55? It has extra plating on the side. Looks like it has an extra plate, a literal extra plate of armor on top of the front hull. Once again, the side armor. Of course, you have the classic drum barrel design with the extra gas ammo. Looks like it does have reactive armor. Looks like the Russians did learn, and they did add reactive armor to the T-55. It may be an outdated model, but it still works. ISIS uses them, third world country uses them. And if you add reactive armor and some upgrades, it is still a dangerous design. So now it looks like we got two. Looks like we are now actually making money in order to win. So I do not think, of course, we're going to win this skirmish. I don't think we're going to win it at all. I'm pretty sure our chances of success are under 30%, and that is not looking like a very pretty statistic to me. So what is going to happen is I am going to just probably going to call in a Cobra. I could just call in Bradley. I don't know what that would necessarily do. I lost all of my support units. I could call in M3 Bradley. That's more for a mechanized and armored type of thing, or yeah. So I could do that. Could also bring in this M67. It's a Naplon unit. Yeah, let's not do that. Is this okay? Let's see. No, if you look at the points, 3 inches of armor on top. If we use the game statistics, I think perhaps an air unit would perhaps suffice, but they're all very expensive. It's only because they're all good bombs. I think this is the one I'm gonna get. Looks like 120 points. It uses a Mark 20 rocket I2. It uses heat rounds, but cluster bombs has 12 bombs. Looks like that is. I may get that. I'm not for certain. I could also just get the M1A1 HC. I'm not entirely certain what HC means. It obviously means something. So I could also just get the M1A1. think I'll perhaps just get the M1A1 HC since the armor is increased. This is a 1992 version. I think I'll just wait till I get the 1992 version since everything perhaps, yeah. Well, don't want to waste too much time. But this is a 92 version, so let's see the differences. Yeah, this is a prototype. Alright, so I got that now. Simply just gonna push that right there. It's only gonna be one vehicle, of course. However, sometimes that one vehicle can make a chance. Actually, let me cancel that. Now, the reason I do cancel it is because I can move a command vehicle right there. Actually, let me cancel that as well, only because I can move that command vehicle right there. Well, within the zone, but I can capture the zone, and me and my ally can make another 2 points every few seconds. And I don't want to move this because I do need this in order to. You need at least one command vehicle to secure this, and that's what that is. And then they do have at least one M1 Abram there, so all hope is not lost. Looks like my ally did do the vast majority of the work. Unfortunately, my advanced group was pushed back. Looks like they're making quite much more money than us. Looks like they may win the game. Looks like my chance of success dropped to 20%. Not looking good. However, we still do have a chance. Unfortunately, they look like they did amass a small group, individual singles, but looks like they're going to try to push for a second attack. Now, not too much I can really do, but I can definitely have this this Patton move up there. So with this Patton, it has 105mm rounds. With respect to the cannon itself is an M68 cannon, has an M2 Browning on top. Now I am definitely gonna push this. I have to. We're gonna get this. It has a rate of fire of 10 rounds per minute, which does include the reload time. And so I am gonna push this up also only because they're gonna have a Cobra here. So it's gonna suppress them, stun them, while this does give my my Patton time to get into its designated position. And the moment it stops, we are going to have secured this area, and we are going to be making the resources +2 every few seconds. Looks like we've done it. My ally and I are already getting more points as we speak. Looks like mortar rounds. They popped smoke first, and now they're popping actual live rounds. Gonna go ahead and push this back. It took an anti-tank missile straight to the front, and unfortunately, it did massive damage. It's only does not have much health left, so I am pushing it back. It is an unfortunate thing to do, but sometimes it is a necessary thing to do. I'm only waiting for this Cobra to deal with the rest. Also with these. Alright, looks like they have dealt with it. The crew, of course, you can see their morale and their state of mind. They were shaken, now they're just simply worried. These Cobras are pushing up quite some. So it looks like all hope is going to be good. And I'm just going to simply stop right there. We have secured this even though it's not too much of a at health. Alright, no, just go ahead and stop. Oh, anti-tank missile, come on! God dang it, it didn't. I thought the armor would take it, but of course, you know, it's 1950s tech, so. Of course, that version was an updated 1960s version, but of course, you know, it can only take so much. So that is fun. Looks like I am going to bring a A10 Thunderbolt to help deal with this situation because, of course, A10s are beasts and they will deal massive damage. This has 6 electro-optical. What does that mean? That means air-to-ground missile tanks. Alright, so fire and forget. Ah, okay, it's a fire and forget. Alright, that's actually quite wonderful. And it's leaving because it shot all of its missiles. And so it's making an evac Winchester. And so now what I am doing. Alright, I could get the M11P. I think I will get it. I don't want to get it for certain and not be able to pay it. Unfortunately, I can no longer get any more command vehicles. They did bring in the Hind, and the Hind, of course, as you know, in the Afghanistan war, did massive damage to the Taliban when the Russians fought them in the 70s or 60s. This Hind is simply tearing up our units. With respect, our M1 Abrams, it's still here and alive. The M1, as you can see, it has massive damage. Its health is less than half, and that's with overall both the armor, strength, as well as the crew health. So looks like this is going to be a one tough battle. No question about it. An F-16C fighting vehicle, fighting Falcon. I said fighting vehicle. Technically, it's a air vehicle, but yeah. Alright, so does look like I do have the ability to bring back A10 soon. I do have that ability. Well, actually, no. We'll have the A10. We'll have the A10 fly a little bit before we have it actually shoot anything. Like I already was doing damage. Yeah, let's pull this guy back real quick. Looks like did take some damage. Still flying. Alright, so yes, looks like we have, oh my god, we only have one M1 unit and it's stiving off. Looks like a tank destroyer. Come on. Didn't load fast enough or it was out of ammo entirely. So looks like we lost this battle, you guys. They've almost got all the points necessary to win. I don't have enough points for a command vehicle or any vehicle whatsoever. All I can really do is simply push up, simply supply units. Nothing else I can truly do anymore. We've lost this battle, you guys. It is a sad and unfortunate fact, but it is true. We did do the best we did. We did the best we could, you guys. But we lost. And of course, let's see, I have this supply unit and we lost. All right, you guys, well, learn from what I did. What I did was not the best idea. I felt that it was the right thing to do, but feel is not real. I forgot that. And so if you guys can comment below what I should have done better, what I could have done better, any tips, go ahead and leave that. And I hope you have a good day. Peace be with you.